Cousins to throw for it on fourth. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Good route here.
Brings up second and 12.
On second and 12, Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
To throw is Cousins. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Cousins on fourth down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Cook up the gut. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 133 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Here's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On first down, Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers going to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Cook again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 151 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They find some open field here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Open man here is Conklin. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8. Now it's Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tanner Muse. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
I love how they're tearing the pages out of the so-called book. I wish more teams would do this instead of laying back. Bring pressure in this situation. Go after them a little bit.
Now Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now Cousins. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On second down, Cook. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. This is Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression?